radio station. WNB1 Radio broadcasting live 24/7. All music genres. WNB1 Radio. Your urban music link.
Hey, you are listening to WNB1 Radio, and this is the Really Charlie podcast. My guest over to my right is Kiana Marie Trinidad. Now, Marie, is that like
Yes.
your is that your what is it? Abuela's name? Where do you get Marie from?
Well, my mom's middle name is Marie.
All right. So my daughter's name is Marie, and that
Cute.
comes from my great grandmother. So that's weird. All right. So I love the name. It's an old fashioned name. Means a lot to me. So I love it. So we are here to highlight you, to highlight the girl in you. And it's amazing that I have friends in your your family. There's a few friends that that were just talking about you, right? And I'm like, man, she sounds wonderful, right? And I'm like, I got to get her on this podcast. So now I'm figuring out, all right, I can't. Do I DM you or do you say, what's this weird old DM? I don't know him. So I was trying to do the best I could to get you on this podcast because it's you are a diamond in the rough. I'm surprised I didn't hear about you before. There's so many amazing things that we're going to be doing here at this studio, at the station for people like you. So, from recordings and different events. We hosted several events where we bring artists in to entertain, the city of New Bedford. So let me read something from your website. I'm going to put that on the screen here so everyone can go to your website and share it and do wonderful things here. All right, come on. Here we go. Let's put this here. And all right. All right. And please share, share this podcast on Facebook, make it public, make your post public so everyone can kind of interact with Kiana while she's here for this next 30 minutes to an hour. All right. It says, I am 26 years old. You still 26?
Yes.
All right. You're still 26. I'm a 26-year-old pop and R&B artist from Massachusetts. I started singing when I was little, but knew I wanted to be performing on the stage at 8 years old. I remember watching Hilary Duff music videos for Fly, and I fell in love with the stage. From there, my biggest inspiration, and still is to this day, is Miley Cyrus. My love for Hannah Montana and Disney inspired me to always pursue my dream. You definitely belong on Disney. Throughout school, I participated in numerous singing opportunities when I graduated from Bridgewater State University in July of 2021. I released my first single, Good to Know, started to teach voice lessons, and I picked up the guitar in the early 2022. That summer, I released a music video and an acoustic version of Good to Know. In November that year, I released another single, Blind, and I started working on my next single, Bridges, which is my favorite, at Red 13 Studios. In Red 13 Studios. Is that local?
That is in Framingham.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
In January of this year, I started performing live at wineries, events, farmers markets, restaurants, bars, festivals, and venues. March of this year, I received amazing news that I would not only be a nominee for the new talent category, but also performer for the 2023 International Portuguese Music Awards. It was held at the Providence Performing Arts Center in Rhode Island. It was the most incredible experience of my life. You can find my performances here. And let's see, it says There's a Facebook page or on Xfinity on demand, which is it says Bridges was finally released on August 11th of this year, and the music video was released a couple of weeks afterwards. Amazing. This last thing, it says I have been nominated for the Rising Star Rhode Island category at the 2023 New England Music Awards. So exciting. I am hopeful. I am hopeful for what the future holds, and I'm hopeful too. I definitely can't wait. My cousin just passed away, right? And she was nominated for a Grammy. Her name was Kristen um, Perry Speller, and she was always into music and writing. Do you write?
I do write a lot.
Nice. That's a good craft. That's a good thing to do along with producing and all that. So I hope you become well rounded because
Yes.
there's so many opportunities out there, and just don't put yourself in a black box. Do all the things you can and that you can afford, but don't stop dreaming. All right.
Yep.
All right. So Bridges,
Bridges.
who wrote that?
I did.
You did.
Yes. All on my own.
All on your own.
Yes. I had the inspiration for Bridges while I was driving over the Braga Bridge, which is why it's in my music video.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a visual in my mind when I was going over the bridge, and it was a drawing that I drew while in a therapy session.
Mm-hmm.
And the person asked me, where do you see yourself like on this bridge in your life? So I drew it and I used it right in the beginning of my music video.
Wow.
And yeah, so that's like the real inspiration behind it. And then I saw the bridge, and that's when the song came about.
It's a magnificent bridge. It's a very, very nice neighborhood to kind of sit and veg out and just kind of, write things. If you, do you always go over there just because of your video, just because of your song? Is that one of your go-to spots?
Not really.
All right.
It's just
okay.
because Bridges, the song was, formulating while I was
Mhm.
driving over the bridge. So that's why I had to.
It's
Use
it's
that.
amazing. All right. So you're driving on the bridge, and where are you going? Towards like Providence?
Yes.
All right. So
Yep.
let me give you a visual or a little history here. 195 westbound, right? That highway, as you look and you're going off to the right, there's water. There's waterways there. That used to be a river. So if you look where 195, it used to be a river used to go down all the way where the bridge is. So that was water where they kind of drained it out and everything. So you would actually see water going down towards was it Taunton River? So it's amazing. That's why, it's Fall River. And there's some pictures out there, but I just want you to know is that when you're traveling on 195, that was actually a waterway. And then later to make way for the bridge and the highway and all that, they kind of, drained it out. But that would have been nice. Could you imagine that just being a waterway? I don't know if you ever been to Houston or
Never.
there's the Riverwalk, right? And so you can walk along, and there's a mall over there, and there's a waterway. That would have been nice in that area where downtown could have been expanded in Fall River, and you can kind of walk on both sides, have that waterway. So we definitely lost something. So, all right. So are you nervous?
A little.
A little, but you when you're on the stage and you're singing, you're so vibrant. You're ready. Um, don't be nervous. It's only me and your parents, right? And so Which one has the beautiful voice? Where do you get your voice from, mom and
My
dad?
mom.
Mm,
Mhm.
right. So you sing together. You do a duet.
No, we
No,
don't.
you
No.
don't.
No.
She's afraid.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, you gotta get her. You gotta get her on it. You know. So I I like all the accolades you have. And what was your favorite performance?
Well, definitely the International Portuguese Music
Mhm.
Awards.
Okay.
You cannot. Yeah. At least, yeah, you can't beat that.
All right. I
But yeah, it was incredible. It was
um,
like an 8-piece band behind me.
hmm,
So it just, and I performed Bridges. Did you get to see
I
that
didn't.
video?
I seen the video, Bridges. Yep, I seen that. But the
You'll have to see. I have it on my website. I think there is a link on the website to click here for
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I did see click
So you'll be
here.
able to
So
find
all
it.
right,
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
What I'll
It's like
do.
40 minutes in. They haven't put up just my clip yet.
Mhm.
It's just the whole show. So you just have to go to 40 minutes.
All right, I'll definitely find it and I'll post it on the. If I can edit it in some way, I'll do that, and then I'll post it on the podcast. And but I want to play some music in December for you here. Definitely want to play. I'll definitely start off with Bridges and
Cool.
just want to play a lot of music to get you out there. In let's talk about the Grammy nomination, right? Are you anticipating it? Is it still in progress, right?
No, there's nothing
No?
like that. I
No,
wish.
okay.
I
All right.
wish.
So
One day.
you
I should have submitted Bridges to the Grammys.
there's a different there's a way of doing it, and there's some people that have been on this podcast that can probably help you out. So I'll try to share
Alright.
some of your music to them, and it's just a great experience. There's the indie collaboration where they come in the area every now and then, and a bunch of artists perform on the stage, and that's something I need to get you um, involved in. I need to get you.
Yes, I would love that.
That circle is amazing, and they'll help you out along the way, and actually may have you perform with them, different bands and different things. So,
Cool.
all right. So, my man Damien's out there. He's all over the country doing different things. So I hope that he's listening, which he should. But there's a time difference, so he's probably going to listen to us way later.
Yeah.
All right. So as we talk about you coming on this podcast, right? And it didn't seem like you was reluctant. You was ready for this. You was ready to come on. And the problem I had was I was trying to portray you in the best way possible, and I'm looking up all kinds of different things. And so now I go on searches on my phone, your name's there. So I'm on my laptop, your name's there. So it's like, wow, I guess I did enough searching. So I was trying to find as much as I can for you.
Thank you.
All right. What's your next project? What are you going to do next?
Well, I am releasing a cover song
Mm.
on all platforms
Oh,
at
nice.
the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow I'm actually sending out a newsletter. So I do monthly newsletters on that website.
Yeah.
And I love making them. I make them very personal, and I
Mm-hmm.
give just cute little updates
Yeah.
on what's going on in the month and what's to come in the next month. And I have a new merchandise.
Very
That's
nice.
I'm gonna show some pictures, a little sneak peek to the people who signed up
Mhm.
tomorrow. I'm sending it a little early because I honestly can't wait to send it because I'm announcing the title of the cover song
Okay.
to those people only. And then in 2 weeks, I'll announce it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so that's the
Very nice.
next thing. I have a few things lined up.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna
I'm
we're gonna
excited.
we're gonna wear your merchandise on the podcast. We'll do a lot of those things.
Oh my gosh,
Whatever you
yes.
have, I know I'm gonna support you, and everyone else on the radio station will too. Also,
Thank
um,
you.
who you mentioned a few people that inspire you to, to sing, be an entertainer. Um, what is your best performance that you did at home amongst your family and friends, where your family just got excited that you,
Well,
wow,
actually, there's
started.
this one thing.
Yep.
So I honestly, I really forget what program it was, but
Hmm.
on the computer, actual computer, there was a program, and I typed lyrics to a song called Picture Frame,
Hmm.
and my cousin and my brother had parts.
Oh, nice.
And I color coded it, and we just like, I just remember us practicing that song,
Hmm.
and it was great.
Nice.
My brother still remembers it, and so does my cousin.
Any videos of it? Right?
No, that was so
Nothing.
long ago.
Oh,
That was like 2004.
that's all right.
I did not
Your
have
dad
this
might have had a
device.
BlackBerry, but he could have still videotaped you, right?
Oh my gosh! Imagine what those
So,
look like.
yeah, they still was the best phones. I miss the BlackBerry. It was a commercial about missing Blackberries. So, anyways, I I want to continue to do things like this for different people, right? And I ask this question all the time. Who would you like to see on the Really Charlie podcast here on WNB1 Radio?
Hmm. Have you ever heard of Mako?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, he's Boston based,
Mm-hmm.
and I recently saw him perform at
Okay.
Paradise Rock Club, and I adore his songs. They're very meaningful.
Hmm.
It's like I guess rap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's really
All right.
it's a vibe. It's really nice.
That's
So
nice.
definitely look him up, Mako.
We had a few rap artists from the area that were here on the podcast. And in the probably in the next 30 days, 30 or 60 days, I'll have about 4 or 5 of them here in this studio. And we're going to talk about inspiring each other and what what you get from a city like this in New Bedford. We're going to talk about many things, but I try to get people to be proud of where they're from. And these group of guys are definitely proud. So, and they're doing their thing. They get a lot of support, a lot of viewers on their website. Definitely inspiring, just like you.
Thank you.
All right. So you have a newsletter, right? It's
Yes.
weird that you say that because I started a blog, right?
Mhm.
I don't know anything about it. I just write about anything, do you know anything about blogging?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't really do that.
All
That's
right.
why I write songs.
All right. Well,
My blog.
I write poetry, so I'm definitely I love writers in general, whether it's music, authors, poets. I just love it. I think it's a great tool. Years ago, they would tell kids like guys like me, kids that were growing up, write in your journal, right? And just to get everything out. Well, with me, it was poetry. So do you have that emotional attachment to your music where it's coming from the inside of you?
Yes.
All right. Is it?
They all like mean something.
Mm-hmm.
There's always it's just there's a reason why I wrote it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And don't ever tell anybody the definition of your song, right? Why you wrote it. Let them figure it out. Let them have their own meaning. Like,
yes. Because
let them.
what do you think Good to Know is about?
Mm-hmm.
And because it might not be what you think.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have like, oh, is this about? Yeah, nope.
Yeah, because if you give a meaning, right, and someone like me maybe listening to it, and you give a meaning, and it's so far off of what I was thinking, it may cause me not to listen to the song anymore, right?
Mm,
So you kind of give them, let them define your music and your song
Mm.
with their own story.
right.
It's to say I can't tell. I can't tell. I don't do that. Right. So I just I hope that when they have the festivals down here in New Bedford that you were actually on stage singing and doing a few things down here because I think that you have the right stuff, the right voice, and that your family and your new friend is very proud of you, and I'm going to continue to motivate um, my social media to follow you. So,
Thank you so much.
all right, maybe 50 people or maybe 5,000 people. I don't know, but we're going to do it, right?
Right.
All right. So, what do you want to talk about? Let's have a conversation, but you're going to lead, right?
Me? Oh, that's like my biggest, like,
Fear.
I don't even know, like, what's the word?
Let's talk about your
Weakness?
newsletter.
Weakness.
Weakness.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
You have to say.
My weaknesses. Well, my weaknesses is food, grandchildren. They get over on me. Let's see, and actually I procrastinate a lot, so I always put things for later on. I'll do it later. I'll do it later, and that's a weakness.
Do you have a list?
Nope,
Do
actually
you
I don't.
utilize the reminders app on your phone? I always
Mm.
reminders app.
You know what? I'm gonna start doing that.
No, seriously, I have 100. I like 100.
Yeah.
Just like there's a scheduled ones. 2
Hmm.
weeks, you got to pay this.
All right. Okay.
It's all organized.
Maybe in my calendar, that's probably the closest thing that I have. A Google Calendar.
Mm.
I might throw things on there, and I'll get a reminder because it shows up and it doesn't go away until you dismiss it. But at least it gets your attention, right?
Yeah.
What are your weaknesses?
Conversations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing well. What's the problem?
Well, it was only because you said for me to start it.
Okay. All right.
But then it led to us talking about weaknesses. So it was a good, I guess,
Okay.
conversation starter.
Now your newsletter.
Yes. Did you sign up?
Yes, I did.
Ooh,
So let's talk about let's talk about the latest one. Now I haven't read it yet, so but you want to talk about it?
So November's newsletter.
November. All right. You want to do that?
November, it was about the New England Music Awards.
Mm-hmm.
So I was nominated for Rising Star Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
I did not win, but it was an awesome time regardless.
Yeah, that's
there
what I
was so
mean.
many people that I adore in that room.
Now you say you didn't win, but you did win. You were there.
Yes, I was there.
Look how many
Yes.
people, millions of people wasn't there, right?
Right.
Millions of people. Your dad was there, but he wasn't on stage singing like you, right? Right? Mom was there. She wasn't singing. You was.
I didn't sing though.
You didn't?
No, New England Music Awards was not. I didn't get to perform on stage.
How do they select a performer in that?
Beats me.
Mm. Mm. I don't have mafia ties, but I'm gonna start looking at it so we can kind of straighten out those folks in Rhode Island. I
Well,
can't believe it.
this one, it's at Six String Bar and Grill.
Okay.
So Foxborough.
Yes. Nice. You should perform more. As we do our shows, I'm gonna actually keep you in mind all the time. So
Please.
we can now do you have a certain group that you like singing with? Friends?
No,
colleagues?
It's just me, but I am currently trying to find a band, which I do
Mhm.
have some members. So
Yes.
it's just a matter of getting the songs, the covers that I want, and the originals to them, and
Yep.
creating a time for us to practice.
Where do you practice?
I don't know. It will be my first time practicing with an actual band. I'm
Do
not
you
sure.
All right. Does mom and dad own a garage?
No.
Do you?
But I do. So I work in Bridgewater at the Music Loft,
Mm-hmm.
and I teach voice lessons there. That's where I just came from, and I love it so much. And she has a nice space for that, so I could definitely ask her if need be. But
Do you know that a group of men that were on the Really Charlie podcast, they have an RV
Mm.
recording studio that will go to you
mm,
and your group. And they're called the Groovalados. So the great man in charge was a professor at UMass Dartmouth, and he plays music, and they go all over the place. The reason why I'm asking all these questions is that, you know, if you want something done, people will go to you, like the Groovalados, and they record it and do all kinds of things. So I'm gonna have to get you connected with them,
yes.
so we can. They're a good bunch of guys. Maybe they're all over the place. You know, they need that female voice.
Mm.
So maybe they'll ask you to do something, or they should. They should. You know, men are stupid. You know. All right, so we are gonna, let me see. Let's make sure we have chat here. All right, so that's a good idea.
Mhm.
You know, I WMB1 radio. We're on numerous, you know, platforms. You can add us to your device, and Apple or Android, and we're definitely we're on 24 hours, 7 days out of the week. You know, the play hip hop. When I come on Tuesdays, I like to play a lot of R&B music. So that's why I'm going to play a lot of your music, um, pop music. That's the type of music I like, um, and so we're definitely going to do that for you
Thank you.
as soon as we get some merchandise, which we have. But we're going to definitely, I'm going to definitely get you a shirt, a T-shirt. Um, what size T-shirt do you wear?
Small.
Okay,
That's good.
I got a few of those. The Really Charlie podcast, so I'll get that to you. But I want to get you some T-shirts for the radio station, so you'll have. Um, all right. What's subject number 2?
Subject number 2.
You're the co-host now. What are we going to talk about? All right. Have you talked about Disney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried to go to Disney? Have you tried to do something down there, work with them?
No, but I've tried for American Idol, and I
Mhm.
did the X Factor a while ago.
Okay.
The American Idol, I think I did that 3 times,
Hmm.
and nothing.
Nothing.
And then I did The Voice 2 times, nothing.
Nothing.
No.
It's like I told you, men are stupid, right?
It probably is men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were
Debating.
performing, what'd you see in front of you?
Well, actually, yeah, you're right. Because American Idol, it was a guy,
Mm-hmm.
but The Voice, I wasn't able to see. You just like press play
Mm-hmm.
and you record it.
Yeah.
And then you send it if you like it. But you can retake the video if you didn't like it, which is cool about The Voice
Okay.
audition online.
Yeah, we definitely gotta do something. Yeah, I'm glad that you're doing this. Don't slow down, right? You said you're 26, right? So you can't slow down. You got to do it now. You're young. You're full of energy. You have
Actually,
to.
not
You're not.
full of energy. I am not full of energy. I don't know what it is, but
You-
it's not that.
All right. So you wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning, right? Something like that.
Not really. I think most of the time it's like 7 or 8.
All right. 7 or 8. Okay. Well, that's early for most people, right?
Yeah, but I have a doggy. So
What's
I
your
like to
dog's
get
name?
up and Joey.
Joey?
Joey, he's a
Mm,
Boston Terrier.
That was my next question. Good. What color?
He's black and white, but he looks like a cow because he has a thing called splash pattern,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like the typical tuxedo style.
Yes.
So he's unique.
Fun dog. Fun dog.
I have an Instagram page for him, Joey the cow puppy. I do not post on there often, but
No.
there's a few pictures and a couple videos.
Believe it or not, there's many, Instagram pages with pets that have
Blowing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely have a lot of followers.
And Joey's it. If you see him,
Yeah,
he's a star.
there's
He needs to
a
be the face of
Yeah?
something.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe I'll kidnap his pictures as my iconic dog, right, on the podcast, right?
Yes.
We actually
Digitize his face.
Yeah, we had last year we were posting a panda bear, right? So I liked it, but it seemed like I was the only one posting it. But I like the panda bear, which is black and white, like Joey, right? So it's gonna work out perfect. Maybe I can kind of get both of them on the screen, but yeah,
That would be amazing.
yeah, I'll get both of them on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So I had my grandchildren on the podcast, right?
How old are they?
They're different ages, but they're from 1 to 13 years old. But the girls, those are my go-to, right? My grandsons are kind of, they're into video games, and the girls are not crazy, but they have energy. So I put them on. Parents are all worried about what a 6, 7, and 8-year-old are gonna say on the podcast. Says, no, you're not going live. I say, yeah, I'm going live with them, right? You plead the fifth. So they were amazing. And so I didn't expect one of my grandchildren to she's like, hey, you're on the Really Charlie podcast, and all right, like and subscribe, the Really Charlie. I'm like, where'd she get this from, right?
We know.
iPad. They're already into all this stuff already. So but I really enjoyed that. And it's
Kids
about
are really funny, and that's
yeah.
like the best age, 6, 7, 8.
It's about making memories, right?
So
and
funny.
so we try to make memories, and I hope you're making memories, especially now. This is the mid 20s to mid 30s. This is the time. This is your go-to time.
Yep.
So make it happen for yourself. Can't nobody stop you. This is your dream. So live it as long as you want, and but make sure you're paying the rent, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
On top of student loans.
mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Yeah. Bridgewater too, huh? Oh
Yeah.
boy. Oh boy. Dad was collecting cans for a while, right? Yeah. Working double shifts, right? See what you did to him, right? Now, are you daddy's girl or mama's girl?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I feel like it's pretty equal,
Equal?
right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's good. When mom says no, go ask dad. All right.
Not really, because it would always come back. So
Yeah.
you can't really
All right.
do that.
They're a good team, a solid team.
Yes.
They stop you right at the gate.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right. Anything you want to share with our friends?
I want to share so much, but it's all gonna be on the newsletter
all right.
tomorrow. So
All
I
right.
can't share too much.
No, I get it.
You know?
I get it.
So much is coming, but I can't.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So you're just gonna have to sign up.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
did already. I think I did. Yeah, I did.
No, not you.
Oh, all
Just the
right.
listeners.
Everyone else, right?
Please.
Join.
You won't regret it.
No, you won't.
They are very nice.
Let's see.
Emails.
Let's put the website out there so everybody will see it.
Yes.
Come on. All right. There's the website. join us, join her, get this newsletter. Join so you can have the newsletter, know of all the good things that are going on in Kiana's life, her career. This is definitely something you should do. All right. Um, Earlier today, I had a good friend on the podcast before you, and she wrote a book, which is right here. Amazing story. And I can't wait to involved in it and read it. I'm going to actually take it to work. So when I have some free time, I'll read more of the book. Um, if you, right? If you wanted someone to write a book about you, what would you title it?
I guess the life of Key.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I've had that in my mind for a little bit.
Now I noticed that you said Keys, right?
Yes.
Kei, right?
Why?
Why? All right. The Alicia Keys, I love her. Right. What about you? Like her?
I do like her, but I've never really been like a big fan of hers.
Even her lyrics, you don't find it kind of deep?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I always kind of stuck with the same thing.
Okay.
So Alicia Keys, that was when I was like kind of younger. And I just didn't follow her that much.
Oh, she looks younger now than she did way back when. It's amazing. Her husband's a good artist, and I don't know if her two boys are singing too, but they definitely inspirational story. I checked out a book with Mariah Carey and Alicia Keys. They have separate books. Unbelievable stories. Well,
I actually read the audiobook for Britney Spears' memoir.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
See, I thought about that, and I almost had put that on my Kindle the other day. But there were some other stories that I liked. But I'll check that out on your advice, right?
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, her story was great. Alicia Keys, I had it on audio. So around that time I was a driver. So while I'm driving, I would listen to it. And by the time the end of the day, I pretty much listened to the whole book.
Yep.
It's amazing. But I'm gonna check out Britney's book. I wish since she's been released from that that parental jail that she was in,
yeah, it's really awful.
I was happy for her. But I'm glad she did this book. I hope things continue to go in that direction. For a while there, she was like just all over the place, and I think the book kind of settled her down, and which is good. So, all right.
Yes.
Well, my friend, I want to say thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, this is great. We can do it again. I always invite my guests to come back and just enjoy the podcast. And it doesn't always have to be about you. You can send me a message and say, hey, I want to talk to you with a few of my friends, whether they're band members or it's a subject, maybe it's something that you talked about in your newsletter. Again, a great response about it, but you want to do it on a podcast.
All right.
Just let me know.
Cool.
And we'll do that.
Cool.
All right. So Mako, I got to reach out to this singer artist, Mako, like the shark.
MAEKO.
All right. I'm going to try to find them and see what's what.
Cool.
Even if we end up doing it, through a stream, but I'll definitely do that.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Cool. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to play a commercial real quick, and then I'm going to end the podcast. Let's see. Here we go. Is your house in need of a good paint job?
We have the perfect solution for you. Yes We Can House Paint. Yes We Can Painting paints everything from interior to exterior projects.
From dining room, living room, pantries to cellars, or if you're in need of a total makeover where the outside of your home needs a new paint job, then Yes We Can House Painting is the perfect painting service for you. With 15 years of experience, Yes We Can House Painting will give you a professional makeover that will have your neighbors glowing with envy.
Call Yes We Can at 774-510-4840 or email them at yeswecanpainting@gmail.com. And also tell them that your friends here at WMB1 Radio sent you.
Yes We Can Painting. Good place. Very professional. Kiana, before I let you go, what's your favorite lyric in one of your songs? One line, two lines.
Probably I can get there, you can get there too.
All right, good.
I was thinking about putting that on like t-shirts.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice. All right, you just mentioned t-shirts. Do you think advertising on a t-shirt, whether it's a saying like that or just your just anything, where do you want your logo to be displayed? In the front or the back? What's best?
Front. But it depends. Like right now, my crew neck has the key like right front. It's just that, and it's simple, and I really like that. But I feel like if I had a t-shirt and I was ever interested in having like a picture of me, which I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but if I was ever to do that, then I would probably have the key.
They don't make junk. You could put a picture of your t-shirt, a picture of your face on the t-shirt.
No, I know, but I want to make sure that people would wear it, so that's why I go for the simple look, you know?
Well, then you take just order the t-shirt and give it to 12 of your friends, right?
We'll see. It has to be a really good picture.
See what happens, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
Amazing. I love this podcast. You did a great job, and don't ever be shy about, anything, go ahead and just be you. You're a likable person, and this is day one, and guess what? I already like you, right?
Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you. All right, everyone, you were listening to WNB1 Radio, serving you R&B music on the rocks, chilled music with a chilled host, where you get to listen to the music you love the most here on WNB1 Radio. All right, everyone, this is Kiana. It's her first try, and she's coming back, because I'm going to get her back here on the podcast, here at the station. I'm also going to play some of her music within the next month, and definitely get her brand out there and share it on the Really Charlie podcast on YouTube. I'm going to share it on the page and the group that's on Facebook. And so support her, stream, like, do whatever you have to. But remember that name, Kiana Marie Trinidad, my friend. All right, let's see. Let's do this right. Now we're going to close up shop, and I'm going to end with my favorite song by Peter Lionel Walker.
It's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast. Grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast. Grab a chair, fill your glass.
Vegas.